Good afternoon. It's May 28th, 2011, the day before Memorial Day, and things just aren't getting any better, at least not for me. Maybe they are for you. But here's what I'm here to say. There's one reason why the United States is not going the way the people want it to. That's because there's too many special interests, too much greed, and not enough love. The greed is caused by fear. Fear running out. Everybody needs more. Everybody needs to stay something. It says in the Bible that the birds and the flowers don't worry about anything because they know the Lord will take care of them. But we as humans don't have any faith. So we just grab. And the more we grab, the more everybody else grabs. And that makes everything go up. What is it? It's called supply and demand. The people demand it, the supply goes down, the price goes up. It's not necessary. All you need is a little faith. Sorry about that, but I had to fix my face. You see, this is an exercise on the influence of the media on the American public. You see, the media says something, one or two people believe it or think it's a good idea and want other people to believe it, so they pass it on. And then the more people hear it, the more it becomes the truth. Not the real truth, but the truth we believe. And if we believe something, then we act accordingly, and that's how things get the way they are, because we're going by what we believe, not by what actually is. For example, I have a beef with the Tea Party. Now, although they don't have as much influence as they once had when they first came out, and they were talking all that anyway, but you see, they say something, people get on the bandwagon, they believe it, and it influences this and influences that. Now, what the problem is, they're trying to blame this whole thing on the Obama administration. Now, Mr. Obama inherited a mess. He's trying to straighten it out. He's done a lot of things and stuff, made a lot of suggestions while we were voted down. But now, the things have cooled off. You're saying the suggestions that he has or had before are yours, and trying to take him for that and say, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? When this is what he suggested when he first came in office. And now you want to make it yours. But when he suggested it, because he's a black man and you don't want him to have the credit for this, you want to take it and steal it as your own. You're fake, you're rotten. Well, you say you don't understand what I'm talking about when I call you a thief? Well, let's take a look at it. When Mr. Obama came into office and wrote out the stimulus plan, and wasn't he trying to create jobs? The more jobs, the more taxes would flow into the government and make the pot bigger. Plus the less hardship the American people would have because they have these jobs. That's the whole ideal of the stimulus package, as I see it. I don't know. But anyway, that you all said that was a big disaster. It was a big disaster because after he put it out there, y'all didn't manage it right. You gave it to your friends and relatives and like that, and so the rich got richer and the poor just stayed the same or got worse. If there had been proper management by you thieves out there, if you hadn't had so much greed, the program would have succeeded. Now, let's go a step further. We're talking about y'all being thieves. Let's take number one thief, George W. Bush. Now, when Mr. Bush came into office shortly after that, a war began. What did they need in this war? They needed gasoline. Now, I don't know, but I think Mr. Bush has had several gasoline wells, along with his vice president. I know that he had something to do with the gas. Anyway, a lot of gas was sold. Gas went up, and they made a huge profit, over that time period. But not only that, let's talk about Mr. Bush's. Let's talk about Mr. Bush's stimulus package. Now, what happened there? There was a lot of money given away to people. They sent it out to individuals, but at the time they sent it out, didn't the gas go up real high? And didn't the people have to spend all that money on gas? And where did that money go back to? The people that own the gas companies. And who was one of them? Mr. Bush and his buddy. Well, anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you very much.